Hey friends, Michael Warren here from Essential Guitar Lessons, and let's learn how to play The Deeper the Love on guitar by Whitesnake. This is a great song for intermediate players to practice, lots of little different techniques in there. Don't forget, if you like this lesson, to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Songs and lessons uploaded weekly. If you're having any problems with this song, leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Or there's a song you'd like to learn, let me know. So we're going to start with all the rhythm parts and then we'll look at the solo at the end. So let's jump into it. So we're going to start with this chord. It's an A sus4 add 13 chord. So we've got an open A string, 4th fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G string and 3rd fret on the B string, and we play that once with the open A string. And then we do 2 palm mutes on the open A string and then go back to an A power chord, or just an A chord. Open A string, 2nd fret on the D, G and B. Play that, and then we play the open E string, open B string and 2nd fret on the G string, so we're going to an A sus2 there, so slowly. And then we do that again, same chord at the start, 2 palm mutes, A chord again. Now this time we're sliding from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret on the G string, play the open B, open E, and then we're going to play the 2nd fret on the G, the 4th fret on the D, and slide that up 2 frets. So we're just sliding up there to the 6th fret on the D and the 4th fret on the G. Then we do a palm mute open E string, 2nd fret on the E string, and then we play the A power chord again, but we're just playing the 2nd fret on the D and the G. Do the open E, open B, 2nd fret on the G. So let me play that first part for you slowly there. Same chord again. Now from there we're going to play an E chord, but we're just going to play the 2nd fret on the D, the 1st fret on the G. We're going to play those two and we're going to hammer onto the 2nd fret on the G and pull off back to the 1st fret. Pretty easy. And then we're on the 2nd fret on the A and the D and we slide that up to the 4th fret. And then we do an open E string, palm muted, 2nd fret, E string, palm muted, open E string, palm muted. So let me play that whole section through slowly for you. And then it repeats that all again. So we have our A sus4 add 13, 2 palm mutes on the A chord, A sus2, do that again, 2 slide to 4, and then our 2 and 4 slide up to 4 and 6, our open E string, palm mute on the 2nd fret as well, A chord, and we do our E. Now this changes a little bit here. We're going to do our hammer on and our pull off on the 1st fret on the G string, also playing the 2nd fret on the D string. Then we're going to play the open E and B string and then do a slide up on the A and the D string, 2nd fret up to the 4th fret. Then we're just going to play our A sus4 again, chord there with the add 13. We do that once. Now we're going to do this little run, or this little run down the neck. We're going to slide from 7 to 9 on the D string, and then we're going to play 9 and 9 on the D and the B string, 7 and 7 on the D and the B string, 6 and 5 on the D and the B string, so 6 on the D, 5 on the B, and slide back to 4 and 3. And then play that again, 4 on the D string, 3 on the B string. Then we just play the 2nd fret D string, open B string, 2nd fret G string, and then finish with an A chord there. So open A string, 2nd fret, D, G and B, and open E string. So let me play that whole intro for you, just slowly, and then we'll put it up to speed. And that's our intro, and the chorus is very similar as well. So let me do that one more time for you, up to speed. And that's our intro chorus. From there we go into a clean guitar for our verse. So we're going to start on the 4th fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D string, and 2nd fret on the G string, and play the open B string. And then we just play the open E, open B, and then play the 2nd fret on the G, so we're holding that chord the whole way through. Open B, open E. So we play that for you. So pretty easy. Then from there we're just going to an E chord, so we're just playing the 2nd fret on the A, 2nd fret on the D, 1st fret on the G, open B string. Then we play the open E string, open B string, and then just play the same chord again, the E chord, but just play from the 2nd fret on the D string, 1st fret G, and the open B. So that's just the same again. So we play that first part for you. Then from there we're going to a D sus2 chord, so we're going to play the open D string, 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B, back to the 2nd on the G, open E, 3rd fret B, 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, and then we're playing the open A string, 2nd fret on the D string, open B string, and then we're coming up to the 14th fret on the G string and the 17th fret on the B string. We just play that once together. And we want to use a pick and a finger there. So let me do that whole section for you slowly now. Then from there we're just doing the same chord again at the start, our E again, and this is where it changes. We're going to be doing the 5th fret on the B string, the 4th fret on the G string, the 2nd fret on the D string, the 4th fret on the G, 5th fret on the B, back to the 4th fret on the G, 2nd fret on the D, 4th fret on the G. Now we're going to take our finger off, so our little finger and our 3rd finger, because we're barring, and we're going to play the 2nd fret B and the open A string. And then we're going to do a little slide from the 5th fret on the B and the E string, and slide up to the 7th fret and come back down again. So let me play that whole section for you slowly, then we'll do it up to speed. We're again. let's do that up to speed. And that's our first verse. And then from there we go to our pre-chorus. We play the 2nd fret on the A string, the 4th fret on the D string, the 4th fret on the G string, and the 2nd fret on the B string, and then we play the open E string. Then we play the 4th fret on the A string once, the 2nd fret on the D string once, the 2nd fret again on the G string once, then the 4th fret on the G string, and then an open E string. Then we go into a D again, open D string, 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, back to the 2nd fret on the B string, the 5th fret on the B string. So then from there we're doing a D-shaped chord. We're going to play the 5th fret on the E string, pull off to the 4th fret, back to the 5th fret on the B string. Then we do that again, 5th fret, pull off to 4th fret on the E, 5th fret on the B, 4th fret on the G. Then we're going to slide from 5 to 7 on the B string, and then play the open E, open B, open E. So let me play that pre-chorus for you slowly. And up to speed. And that's our pre-chorus, and then from there we're going to go into our first chorus, which is nearly the same as the intro. So let's get into that. So our first chorus is nearly the same as our intro. We're going to start with our A, sus, 4 and 13 chord. Play that once. 2 palm mutes on the A string. Back to the A chord. Open E, open B, 2nd fret on the G, and then we do that again. 2nd fret, slide up to the 4th fret, open B, open E. 2nd fret on the G, 4th fret on the D, slide that up to 4 and 6. Then we palm muting on the open E, and then 2nd fret, and then our A power chord, so just a 2nd fret on the D and the G, and then open E, open B, 2nd fret on the G. Then we're doing our E chord with our hammer onto the 2nd fret again, and then 2nd fret on the A and the D, slide up to the 4th fret. Now this is where it changes a little bit. We're going to have a hammer from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret on the A string, and then to the 2nd fret on the D string. So that last little part, and then we do the same again. Now instead of going to our E open chord, we're going to come up to an E power chord. We're going to play the 9th fret on the D, G and B, and hammer onto the 10th fret on the B and pull off back to the 9th. And then we're just going to slide from the 9th fret, D and G, up to the 11th fret. So then we're going to play our A sus 4 chord again. Now this run down is going to be a little bit different. We're going to slide from 7 to 9 on the D string, play the 9 and the 9 on the B and the D, 7 and 7 on B and D, 6 on the D, 5 on the B, then come back to the 7 and 7, D and B, then we're coming back to the 4th fret on the D, 3rd fret on the B, play that, and then do the open E, and then 2nd fret D, open B, 2nd fret on the G, and then play the A chord, and then we're just going to put an octave on that, so 5th fret on the E and the B, and 2nd fret on the G to finish that first chorus off. So we play that slowly for you. do that up to speed now. And that's our first chorus here. We've just got those little changes with the fill and the end part there. So the second verse is a little bit different. We're going to start with the 3rd fret harmonic on the D string, and we do that on the count of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Then we're playing our E chord again, but we're just using the A, D and G string, and then play the G, B and E strings. So on the E chord, then we're doing this the same as our first verse, our D chord, and then our open A, 2nd fret on the D, open B string. Now this time we're going to do the harmonic on the D and the G string, 7th fret, and then on the 9th fret on the A string and the 7th fret on the D string. So we've got. Then from there we're going back to our chord we used at the start of the first verse. So 4th fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G string, open B string, but we come in on 1 and 2 and. Then we just go back to our E, same as before. And then we finish our second verse off the same way we finished the first verse off. 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 2 and O. And then our little slide. So let me do that for you up to speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then from there we just do our pre-chorus, and that's exactly the same as before, and then we go into our second chorus. So we're starting that the same again as our other chorus. Now it changes here a little bit. We're going to play the 4th fret on the D and the G string, and then we're going to slide from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret on the D and the G string. Then we're just going to play the 6th fret on the D string, the 4th fret on the G, our palm mute on the open E, 2nd fret E, our A, 2nd fret on the D and the G, open E, open B, 2nd fret on the G. Then we finish the same as we did before in our E chord, sliding up. Now this time we do 2 palm mutes on the E, 2nd fret E and open there. Then we go back to the start of our chorus again, same. Now it changes here a little bit. We're going to play the 4th fret on the A, 4th fret on the D, and then the 2nd fret on the G's. Then we're going to slide up like we did before, 2 and 4 up to 4 and 6, 2 on the G string, 4 on the D string. Then we're going to have the open E, palm mute, 2nd fret on the E. We're going to go to our 2nd fret on the D and the G. Now this time it changes a little bit here. We're going to do a palm mute, or just a mute down up. Then we're going to play these octave chords. We're going to go 6 on the D, 9 on the B. We're going to slide up 1 fret. Then we're going to come back to the 2nd fret on the D, 5th fret on the B, play that and slide up to 4 and 7. So we can slide the first one, slide back to our 2 and 5, and then slide up to our 4 and 7. So now we play the whole chorus for you. There's just a few different parts in there. We've got our in there and our end part of that, and then our end octaves. So we play that for you. And that's our second chorus there. And from there we're going into the bridge with a slide. Then we're just going to play an E power chord, so open E string, second fret on the A and the D string. 2 palm mutes on the E string. Then we're going to come up here, we're going to play the 11th fret on the D, the 9th fret on the G and the 10th fret on the B. Then we're going to play the 9th fret on the D, G and B and slide back to the 7th fret. Then we just do this little fill, 9th fret on the E string, 7th fret, hammer on to the 9th fret on the A and then the 7th fret on the D and the G. Then we go back to our E power chord, 2 palm mutes again, up to our chord here again, 11th fret on the D string, 9th fret on the G and 10th fret on the B. We play that once. Now we're going to do these octave chords here. We're going to have 9 on the A string, 7 on the G string, slide back to 5 and 7 and then slide back 1 fret again and then come up back to 5 and 7 and we're going to use our bar there, so just pushing in, come back to 4 and 6 and 2 and 4, so slowly. And then we're just going back to our E power chord again, 2 palm mutes on the E string, up to our chord again, 9th fret on the D, G and B, slide back to the 7th fret on the D, G and B and play that 2 more times. Do a palm mute, so just a down up, come back to our chord again and we're going to hammer from the 9th fret, so 9 on the D, G and B, hammer onto the 11th fret on the D and hammer onto the 10th fret on the B, and then just do an upstroke. We're going to cover the 9th fret on the E, so just there. So let me play that slowly for you first. And up to speed. And from there we're just going to a B power chord, so 2nd fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D and the G. We play that once, then 2 palm mutes, then open again, 2 palm mutes, and then chord again and 1 palm mute. So now we keep that pattern, but now we're playing the 4th fret on the A, the 2nd fret on the D and the G, and same pattern, off, palm mute, off, palm mute, off, palm mute. Then up to 5 and 7, we play 5th fret on the A, 7th fret on the D and the G, we play that once. Palm mute on the 5th fret A string, and then we're going to do an upstroke, 5th fret on the E, 7th fret on the D and the G, so we've just got a D bar chord there, 2 palm mutes on the A, 5th fret, up again, and 1 palm mute to finish, and then 7 and 9, our E power chord, 7 on the A string, 9th fret on the D and the G, we play that 2 times, and open E, another 2 times, put a slide in there, and then we're playing the open E string, 7th fret A, and the 9th fret on the D, so just an E chord again, and we're doing 1 and 2 and 3, and then we do open on the E, hammer onto the 2nd fret on the E and play the open A string. So we play that for you now. And then from there we go to our solo, but let's look at the rhythm first and we'll do our solo at the end. So again, it's the same as our chorus, A. Now this time we're going to do 2, hammer onto 4 on the A string, and then just play the 2 on the D and the G. So, and we do our chords again. Now this time we're sliding from the D and G up from the 2nd fret up to the 4th fret, and play it another 2 times. Then our 6 on the D, our 4 on the G, our open E, 2nd fret E, 2 and 2 on the D and the G, our open E, open B, 2nd fret on the G, our E with our hammer on and pull off, and sliding up from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret there. So nearly exactly the same. There's a couple of little fills in there, a little bit different. Open E string, 2nd fret on the E string, and then back to our chords again. Same as before. Now we're sliding again from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret. 6 and 4. Our open 2, 2. Open E, open B, 2nd fret. Again our E chord. And sliding up. And then this time we play the open E. E and B open, and then we just go back to that first line again. First line again. And that's the end of our rhythm for our solo, so we play that up to speed now. From there we just do our pre-chorus again, and we can put a heavy guitar over that. He's doing the same run we did before the solo there, so just stay on the D this time, don't do the upstroke. Coming up to the E, we're going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then come back to the 2nd fret on the E, 2nd fret on the B, 2nd fret on the G, open E string, open E, top E string, hammer to the 2nd fret, and then the open, and we can play that over that clean rhythm part. So. And then from there we're going to our last chorus. Let's have a look at that. So our last chorus is exactly the same. We're going to do this 3 times like we did before in the other choruses. And we do that 3 times. Then on the 4th one it changes a little bit. We play our chord the same. Now this time we're playing the open B string. We're going to do a 4, pull off the 2 on the G string, and then the 4th fret on the D string, and then finish the chorus the same. So we play that last little part for you. And then we just go back to that first line and we keep playing that through till the fade out. So that's all the parts to our rhythm. Now let's have a look at our solo. So starting the solo with a little run, we're going to start on the 11th fret on the A string and play 11, 12, 14, and then we do that again, 11, 12, 14. Then we go to the D string and do the same, 11, 12, 14. Then to the G string, we do 11, 13, 14. Stay on the G string, 13, 14, 16. Then to the B string, 14, 15, 17. On the E string, 14, 16, 17. Stay on the E string and we have 16, 17, 19. Then we do a full bend on 19 on the E string. We do it again, another full bend, and then we do a release. So slowly. And up to speed there, just that first run. And from there we're just going to play the 19 after we released it, 19, 17 on the E string, 16 on the E string, and we're going to do a half bend and release 2 times. So half bend, release, half bend, release. And there we don't pick it, we just do the bend and release 2 times. Then we come back to the 12th fret on the E, play the 12th fret again, and slide to the 14th fret there. Then from there we go to the 9th fret E, hammer onto the 12th fret, pull off back to the 9, slide to the 7th fret, hammer on the 9th fret, pull off to 7, slide back to the 4th fret, hammer on to 7, pull off to 4, pull off to open, that's all legato there. Play the open again, hammer on to 2, and then we're going to slide it back up to 19. So from the release there, to 12, and that little part up to speed. And then from that 19 that we've slid up to, we play the 16 on the E string, the 17 on the B string, back to the 19 on the E string, and we do our bar down, so 19, and then from there 16 on the E, 17 on the B, 16 on the G, slide back to 13, 14 on the D, 14 on the A, slide back to 12, so slowly. And we've got another little run, we're going to play 14 on the E, 16 on the E, 12 on the A, 16 on the A, 14 on the D, 18 on the D, 16 on the G, and back to 18 there on the D, so slowly. Then from there we're doing a little legato part, we're playing the 16th fret on the E, so there's a string skip there, 16th fret on the E, hammer onto 17, pull off to 16, pull off to 14, hammer onto 16, so then we do that again, it just changes a little bit, 16, hammer onto 17, pull off to 16, pull off to 14, hammer on 16, pull off to 14, hammer onto 16, so there slowly. Then we do the first one again, 16, 17, 16, 14, 16. So they're all legato there. Then from there we've got the tapping. So we're going to tap, we'll start on the 9th fret on the E string, play 9, 12, legato, tap on 14, pull off to 12, tap on 14, pull off to 12, pull off to 9, tap on 14 again, 12, 14, 12, 9. And then 14 again, 12, 9. So we have then we're going to the B string from there. We're going to tap on 12, pull off to 10, pull off to 9. We're going to come up to the 14, tap on 14 on the B string, pull off to 10, tap on 14, pull off to 10, 9. Then we're going to slide back, we're going to tap on the 12th fret, on the B string, pull off to 9, pull off to 7, and hammer onto 9 on the G. Then tap on the E string, 12th fret, pull off to 9, pull off to 7. So let's do that slowly. To the B string. sliding down. Then from the E string, we're going to tap on 12, pull off to 9, pull off to 7. Then we're doing a little hammer on pull off, 9 on B, 7, 9, 7, 9 on B. Tap on the 12, pull off to 9, pull off to 7. Tap on the 12 again, pull off to 7, pull off to 5. Tap on the 12 again, pull off to 5, pull off to 4. Hammer on to 5, tap on 12 again, 7, 5, 4 on the B. Then we're tapping on the 8th fret on the G string, pull off to 6, pull off to 4. Then we're going to do a full bend on the 4, play the 2nd fret, that's on the G, 2nd fret on the E, full bend and release on the G on the 4th fret again, pull off to the 2nd fret, and then do a full bend on the 4 on the G with a pinched harmonic there, and then we play 2nd fret E, 2nd fret B, we do a bend on the 4th fret, bend and release on the G, pull off to 2, and then we just hammer on 4 on the D, pull off to 2, hammer on 4, pull off to 2 on the A, and then do a pinched harmonic on the 4th fret on the D. So from that tapping part, let's do that slowly. So the B string, coming back down, E string, tapping on 12, tapping on 12, tapping on 12, tapping on 12, tapping on 8, doing our bend, so let me just do that little tapping bit up to speed for you. And that's a solo, so let's do it one more time, up to speed there. That's our solo. So I hope you enjoyed that song. Just go slowly, build up your speed. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and we'll see you soon.